Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading for March 2022. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and hop right into your cards. What does the zodiac sign Taurus need to know about March 2022? What does Taurus need to know about March 2022? The Death card or Rebirth in reverse? Two of Cups in reverse. What does Taurus need to know about March 2022? Temperance. What does Taurus need to know about March 2022? What does zodiac sign Taurus need to know about March 2022? What messages do you have for my Tauruses? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Clarity. What does Taurus need to know about March 2022? Child. Two of Pentacles. I cannot talk today. It's so weird. And the King of Swords. Okay. Okay, Taurus, so the immediate message I feel the need to say is acceptance, and patience, and harmony, because there's a lot of disharmony going on, okay? With this Death and this Rebirth card, now some of you could experience a loss. If you have, I am so sorry, knock on wood if you have not, but there is this sense of experiencing some sort of loss and refusing to accept that loss. And not in a, like, delusional way, more so like it's almost coming up in other ways, like it's almost like coming up negatively in your emotions, the way that you express yourself. Like it's like you're not actively accepting that something has changed, and that's really affecting your ability to like move better in other areas. For some of you, it's like a change that's happening. There's a change that's happening and you're not allowing the change to take shape because you want it to go a certain way, or you want to like almost impress like your needs on the situation. So now some of you, this could be around a breakup with the Two of Cups, but I almost just feel like there's this need for healing. There's this need to open up for possibilities. And it doesn't have to be so dramatic. Like for some of you, it's just because you like I said, you had your sights set on something and it's not either coming quick enough, or it's not coming how you want it to, and it's changing, or it's going in a direction that you don't want it to go. So you're almost forcing, like trying to push back towards the change. Don't do that. Like don't do that. Calm down. Okay. Do some patience. Balancing your energy. There's a lot here about not being balanced and being having disharmony, things being in disarray, like your energy being everything, focusing on too many tasks, kind of like overexerting your energy. There's a lot of cards here with that very specific message. Things are out of whack. The way that you get them out in whack is to allow them to be what they are. And it doesn't mean you tap out and don't do anything, more than it's like, okay, this is my circumstances now, what can I do moving forward? You don't have to accept it in a sense where you submit, but more so accept it and figure out how you can make it benefit you. That's really the sum of that situation. So I'm not gonna lie, Taurus, there may be a little bit of a struggle in the month of March as far as this issue goes. Okay, and especially if you have scattered energy as well, don't go picking up things and like picking up tasks, picking up jobs, picking up money. Like don't go doing all of that just so that you can feel some void, or to like force change where there's not going to be some. And for some of you, this is a relationship that's like on the rocks. There is no harmony there, but that's because everyone is trying to get their way. Okay, so let's see what's going on about that. What does Taurus need to know about their love and relationships? What's going on with the Two of Cups this month? The unsaid. Ooh, I got a message for that already. What does Taurus need to know? The document. What do they need to know about their love and relationships? Ooh, she lay. Working together, I just heard really quick, really hard. Bride. Mall crawl. And then one more came out. Bold move. Feel free to pause these, y'all, if y'all need to read the card more in depth. But I done seen these 100 times. I don't even want to bore y'all reading it all over again. But with the unsaid, I heard very clearly, like, because this card talks about like things left unsaid, showing that I love you or like you without saying it. I didn't say it yet. That could be very true. Like somebody could have really strong feelings and they're not what's the word I'm looking for? They're not coming forth with it. But I also feel like there's things not being said on the table. And I think this is in between two people who are already committed or already best friends or already, you know, just your family member, whatever. You're trying to avoid the things that need to be said. So for instance, let's say and this is so random, but let's say they hurt your feelings or they did something that you didn't appreciate. You may be acting in ways that display that hurt, but you're not actually saying what really matters, which is, hey, that hurt my feelings, or hey, that made me feel small, and I really would appreciate if you didn't do it again. That's for some of you. But also it could be that you're not expressing your love, and it's like it's coming off in a way that's possessive or painful, or like you don't care, like, or vice versa. This could be vice versa too, but like it's coming off in a way that it isn't accurate as far as what's really going on. So there's things being left on the table that need to be cleaned up, like what's going on. Okay. Otherwise, some of you could be on the brink of a very positive relationship, a relationship like a forever relationship. Some of you could be getting married, or even just making those kind of calls in your relationship with someone. Maybe you're even wanting to ask someone out, or, you know, be like, hey, you want to spend some time with me? Things of that nature. Like you're trying to take steps to make things happen. But remember that portion of like making things happen in a way that ends up hurting you. So if this is good for you, you'll know if it's something you need to do or something that you're just doing because you want your way. Be careful about that. You know, be decisive on that. Like, make sure you ain't doing nothing just so you can force an outcome. Okay, so you might be going out with somebody or getting some gifts for somebody, doing something sweet, trying to make a commitment to a certain relationship. And this comes up twice with the document. Talking about an agreement, but it does talk about legal papers and separations and divorces, if I can talk. Y'all, you know, take from that what relates, but there could be something going on with a marriage as well. Texts or emails that are exchanged. Some of you are freshly back on the dating market as well. I just felt the need to mention that. And if you are, don't leave anything on the table, and also don't force something that doesn't want to be. Okay. What does Taurus need to know about their career and finances? Take a divinely guided chance. Keyword, divinely guided. What does Taurus need to know about their career and finances? Partnership. Remember that work together that I said earlier? Employment change. Y'all cards are so interesting today because I'm seeing different words. I'm seeing words differently, if that makes any sense. Clarity. One card for Taurus. One card for Taurus. What do they know about the career and finances? Ooh, release jealousy. Okay. So, I find that so interesting. So with this, take divinely guided change. Normally, it's kind of like telling you to take a risk. Go ahead and jump for it. But this is really feeling like make choices that feel divinely guided. Don't be just hopping, skipping, and jumping just because you feel like you need to just force, like I said, force an outcome. Everything you want to do takes a degree of risk. So you probably do need to take some risks. Like I said, some things are finna change how they're about to change. So with this little degree of risk, if you decide that you want to maybe take a different step in your career or something like that nature, because for somebody specific, like their job is changing. So whether that's like you're going to work from home or you're not working from home anymore, or like the location is changing. Maybe you just got a new job. Maybe you don't want to go back into the office, or you do want to go back into the office, or you don't like the choices that leadership is making. Like there's something and you're like almost forcing your agenda. You'll do better off trusting your instincts than you would trying to make someone else do something different, if that makes any sense. So if the change is happening and you don't like it, it may be in your best interest to look for a new job, or to look for a new career, or look for a new avenue without trying to get other people to come with you or change their mind. Catch my drift? That's what I'm getting. Also with employment change, like I said, something be changing in your job or in your career. It's not that you're necessarily getting a new job. For some of you are, but for some of you, it's kind of like either a forced situation or kind of like you're going in a higher direction. I do want to tell somebody that the reason why they're telling you to exercise patience is because you're looking for a certain outcome, and the outcome is coming. It's just going to take a little longer than what you're anticipating. And Tauruses are typically patient, but I think you're like a little frustrated. So it's almost like you're not really as patient as normal with this situation, okay? Partnership and release jealousy. Like I said earlier, working together. So this may be some type of group effort that you need to put in. Maybe your partnership with someone is affecting your career. So only allow supportive partnerships into your life, okay? So you're receiving help and resources this month, and also releasing jealousy. I do feel like both of these cards are for your romantic life too. I think you may have some jealousy that's like holding you up. I just picture someone who's making career and money decisions that badly or negatively affect their romantic partner. That could only be for a few of you, but I see that for someone. And it's like, why you gotta mess up the bag? Why you messing up the bag? Like, or why you worried about the bag in your romantic relationship? I don't know. That's for somebody very specific. And also, don't be rushing your process trying to keep up with the Joneses either. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna get what you gonna get when you get it, baby. And it'll probably be better than anything that you could ever force, you know? So clarity for my Tauruses. What do they need to know about March 2022? What advice do you have for my Tauruses in March 22? What should they focus on? Woo! That's as clear as day, honey. Strength, forgiveness, peace, healing, and transformation. Transformation really sticks out because of the death card. Death is like a rebirth sometimes. You know, butterflies go in so that they can become something else. I feel like that's what's going on with you. Your life is transforming and you have to allow space for that. And a lot of that will come with healing. I feel like when I saw peace, I heard peace be still. You know how people say that? And I feel like, so I think you kind of need to be peaceful and be like still, and don't try to like argue your way into something or like stonewall, because I think Taurus's anger kind of shows up in stubborn ways. It doesn't show up the way other signs show up. So I feel like you might be more stubborn to prove a point. Be more peaceful. And also forgiveness and strength to work things through, strength to almost curb the need. I'm hearing restraint more than I'm hearing strength, if that makes any sense. I don't want anyone's, I feel like when people hear my messages, they take what I say as I'm saying, don't stand up for yourself. Let people run over you. No, what I'm saying is sometimes the best method isn't running people into the ground. I feel like sometimes when we do that, we're just trying to get self-satisfaction. And yeah, it may feel good in the moment to prove a point, to say what you said and to curse them out and to cut them off. But in the grand scheme of things, that person could, what's the word I'm looking for? They can retaliate. That person could make your situation worse. Or, you know, you tried to retaliate on them and you got hurt too. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And I feel like sometimes it's just not the best effort. So I feel like if it is a situation where you do feel like you are actively wrong, choosing a calmer tone, choosing the road less traveled, that kind of thing will probably benefit you more than any sort of force. Okay, my love? Forgive. Be peaceful. Accept your situation and then see what you can do moving forward. Okay, so I'm trying something new. I need you to ask a question, whatever question you want to ask, and I'm going to ask this answer deck to give you an answer. If it don't apply, let it fly, but if it do, that's for you. So let's go ahead and see. What is the answer to Taurus's question? What is the answer to Taurus's question? No. And I mean a solid no, girl. No. And you also got abundance. And you also got weight. And I know it didn't come out, but I felt it trying to slip. And you were the first one to get 3 cards, so you're special. I do feel the need to clarify that message. No, the answer is no, of whatever it is, because abundance awaits, is what I feel the need to tell you, okay? Thank you so much for watching this Taurus. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.